So we know what hospice is now. What about those folks who aren't quite ready for hospice, but it really looks like they're getting to that point? Are there programs that Willamette Valley Hospice in particular has to help folks that are kind of going that route?
That's a great question, Michael. One of the things that, as a not-for-profit serving the community and community-based nonprofit, Willamette Valley's, the board of directors of Willamette Valley Hospice's goal is to serve the community. And one of the things that they noticed a couple of years ago was that there is a gap in community resources. And then that is for people who are not quite ready for hospice. Either physically they aren't quite eligible for hospice yet, their prognosis isn't quite 6 months, or they just aren't quite prepared to make that decision yet, and they still want some time to process. So we have the Transitions program, and that was created specifically for that. What the Transitions program is, it's specifically a program for people who have some sort of a life-limiting diagnosis, but they aren't quite ready for hospice. They need to know what that diagnosis means, and we have a team that works with our transitions coordinator, and there's RN available and social worker available, and what our transitions coordinator does is meet with the families and the patients or the clients in transitions case, and talk about where they are, what they need to know. We connect them to community resources. We have volunteers that come out and work with our transitions clients. They might help people with applications to get Medicaid. They might help people with applications for veterans benefits. They might just introduce them to some caregiving resources. They might look at what the prognosis is as their disease progresses and they go through life. Are they going to be able to stay at home? Do they need to look for alternate living resources? What kind of things are really involved? And that's what our transitions program is for. We find that often that people just need a little time to accept where they are. And after they understand what their choices are, and they look at the choices of hospice, or they look at the choices of palliative care, or they look at the choices of transition, or they look at the choice of just continuing on without any supports whatsoever, then they make decisions based on what's best for them and based on what's best for their family. And that's really what the goal of the Transitions program is for.
So this is really great. I know that I tuned my own grandparents into the Transitions program because they're kind of getting to that point, and we really wanted to know, well, where do we go from here? Mm-hmm. Grandpa took a fall. Now he's kind of in a rehab center. We don't know, what the next 6 months to years is going to look like, and what do we do? We were kind of overwhelmed. So the Transitions program really is really fantastic resource for people. I just want to say that, personally, that it's a really fantastic resource for people just to come in, have an opportunity to talk to a professional, somebody who knows what's going on, somebody who knows the resources that are available, and making people aware of those. And for us, that's invaluable. So I just am very grateful for.
That's nice to hear. Thank you, Mike. One of the nicest things about Transitions is it's free. It's not insurance-based at all. It doesn't take a doctor's referral. Somebody just calls and says, hey, I need help. I've got this diagnosis. Somebody told me, I went to my doctor, he says I need to go on dialysis. What's that mean? I need some help. We don't know what's going on in your case. Grandpa took a fall. What's going on? So people just call us. We send out somebody. Our transitions coordinator arranges a visit or a phone call and talk about what's going on and figure out the best way we can connect you to resources. The reason we do that is we've been in this community for 30 years, and we are very well connected. We know what the resources are. We know many people in the community, and we know how to help people get the kind of support they need. So that's just using the expertise we already have and having another venue to put it out to help our community.
Perfect.